I just want you to know that I have the clipboard because clipboards mean you're important.
Shut up.
It's ah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. It's fine. That was deserved. This is Roland, a good buddy of mine, and we like movies. You like movies. That's why I clicked on the video. We're gonna talk about some Oscar stuff, but we're also just gonna. I mean, the Oscars is a sham anyway. It's just a bunch of rich people. Oh, are you done with the feet now? Okay. um, it's just a bunch of rich people saying, "Oh, this movie was so great," and honestly, we should have started with Sinners. 16 nominations, world record, actually insane. I don't think it deserves all of them. I do think it deserves some, like the soundtrack. I think Sinners deserves both the best original score. It clears literally everything else on the list. I think One Battle After Another should have been replaced with Thunderbolts. Maybe that's a hot take. I'm being so for real. The soundtrack is so good. Sunlux killed it, and it goes through my head daily. But it wasn't nominated, so Sinner's probably gonna clear that. And I also think best original song, "I Lied to You." I mean, also should win. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Mr. Roland?
We're going up, up, up. It's as much as if you know, I love K-pop Demon Hunters. But I do think Sinners deserves it more, honestly, when it comes to that. So I'm hoping Sinners win. I think either Sinners or Golden will win. The Golden by K-pop from K-pop Demon Hunters or I Lie to You from Sinners is gonna win. If it was up to me, I would choose Sinners, even though I like Golden more when it comes to the song.
Yeah.
It's easier to listen to. But whenever you hear I Lie to You, you're just like, oh, you're transcended. So
Especially in this scene, which I guess like it is. If we're talking about like strictly talking about the song, I think Golden is definitely it's a lot easier because it's a little choppy with I Lied to You, just with all the different cultures coming together. But if we're talking about in the movie, it's literally it's so good. That scene every time just straight goosebumps, straight goosebumps. So I think I Lied to You from the perspective of movies deserves the award. But Golden, honestly, if it wins, I'm not going to be mad because it's catchy, it's goaded, and plays into the themes of the movie, which is important. All right, animated movies. What is Zootopia doing on here?
It's Disney.
That doesn't mean. I mean,
They're gonna have
Elio was better. I liked Elio more.
it's Disney. They're going to have something nominated no matter what. And it was more of a money maker than Elio. Elio was a failure when it came to financial.
I mean, I guess.
And plus, Disney doesn't really care for Pixar anymore. So, of course, they're going to make their own movie be the nomination.
Right, because Disney has a lot more money. Has a lot more money than let's just say Dogman. I think Dogman should have been nominated. Dogman was literally peak. No one talked about it, and of course it's not going to get nominated. Oh, it's just a book based on like the kids blah blah. Like they don't care. It's like objectively, Dogman was a way better movie than Zootopia 2. I mean, I'm not even dogging. Zootopia 2 did some things great. It had good animation, but the snake effects were good, I guess. As far as animation goes, I think Dogman was way more revolutionary than Zootopia was. But if we're talking about the quality of the story, like Zootopia 2, been there, done that. It's literally just the same one, except the twist villain was done slightly better.
This is a fun game.
I know it's like past the little mic. Yeah, you get used to it. I watched Elio the other day with my little brother, and it was a lot better than I thought. I thought it was going to be like the characters. I hate the stupid bean mouth. The bean mouth animation style. They've had it since like Turning Red, I think, or maybe it was Luca. It's hideous, and the humans in the movie look ugly, but the aliens look pretty cool, and a lot more aliens than humans. So Elio was not bad. I mean, it was a cute little story. What, you looking at the bean mouth?
It was Luca.
Oh, Luca was the first one with bean mouth. I couldn't remember. Either way, it sucks, and we should get rid of it. We should ban it. I wish more movies.
John gets Mickey Mouse's head.
Yes, we should do that. I mean, what? Oh no, Roland, please, no. Don't die, please. See, honestly, we should just. I'm gonna be very careful with the words to say. I don't like what Disney has been doing lately. They ruined Tron Ares.
Here we go.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be on this.
No room to talk about Tron. So.
Yes, we're gonna be very, very quick. I think Tron Ares sucked. I made a 35-minute long video on why it sucked. A few months ago, and I'm gonna eat my words, when I was doing an interview with Ethan. He's like, "Oh, what are some underrated picks for the Oscars this year?" I said Tron Ares, and I'm gonna eat my words now. Visual effect wise, Tron, it hasn't come out yet, but if it's anything like its predecessors,
You're really dating this video.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think it deserves a single Oscar. It was terrible.
I think it's even all here.
It's bad. No, it's not.
Do we want to talk about our one battle after another opinions and get canceled? Okay, I think objectively, one battle after another is the most overrated movie ever made.
Whoa! Of this year.
Of 2025. I really didn't have high expectations because when people say best film of like the century, well, they were saying that about Sinners. It's
And then
I love Sinners personally a lot. I know how you feel about it. You like it. It's really good, but you think it's overrated. But one battle after another, just like best picture 2025. I'm like, okay, sure. So I sat down and watched it, and I'm like, I hated the first like 10 minutes of the movie because the mom. I don't get annoyed when characters say the F word over and over again. She's like, hamburger. You piece of hamburger. She's like, you're goddamn right. You hamburger. Like, stop saying it. It just like got under my skin. And then just the first 30 minutes of the movie were just kind of like, cool. And then once the action picks up, that right the point in the movie where his daughter gets quote unquote kidnapped, no spoilers in case you haven't seen it for some reason. She gets kidnapped, and then the whole like sequence of Leo trying to charge his phone and up until that sequence in that like 15-minute segment is like some of the best I've ever seen this year in a movie. I thought that was hilarious and awesome, but other than that, the rest of that movie just falls apart for me.
It's okay. There's maybe like 30 minutes of the movie that is fantastic and deserving of the praise that it gets. I think the DNA test scene in the church was pretty cool.
That was Derek.
I think the chase at the very end is very cool.
Overrated.
I agree. I think everyone is like, oh my gosh, and then like it's like just them driving over hills. Yeah, like the last little bit of the chase is really what I mean. And then obviously the phone scene was hilarious. Like it had little bits and pieces that were perfect. But in a 2-hour, 45, whatever, it's a long movie. It's a very long movie. You can't just have 30 minutes that are good and then instantly nominate it. I don't really remember anything about the characters. I just remember Leo was a little funny. I remember Lockjaw just being a little bit of a weirdo.
And then what I can't pronounce his name, or Benicio del Toro's character, loved him.
Oh yeah, he was good too. But I don't remember a lot about him. Like there's some performances that really stick out to me this year. I'm terrible with actor names. The one that played the Void, Bob. He also played Bob in Lewis Pullman. Thank you. I got it. I said thank you as if you helped you. Yes, Lewis Pullman did fantastic in Thunderbolts. That's why it's in the top 10. I also think Amy Madigan, she actually got nominated. She was fantastic in Weapons. Easily the best part of the movie. Easily. And there was a lot of things I like. I also like the character James, the druggie. He was hilarious. Like there's a lot of good performances this year.
I think Weapons is overrated.
I agree with that. Honestly, I say fairly rated because it was pretty popular when it came out.
People still talk about it.
But I mean, because it was interesting. I thought it was an interesting concept. It felt a little chaotic. Like it could have been fleshed out just a pinch more, and then maybe I would have been fully on board. But overall, it's like it was good. I'll probably revisit it. I might even buy it on DVD. We're standing in front of my DVD cases, but I have a lot of DVDs.
Leading up to Weapons, though, there was, I don't know where I saw this, but people like thought it was about the government and like a secret thing going on. I don't know if I was the only one that saw articles about that or videos, but no one knew what the movie was actually really about except for kids going missing in the middle of the night. That's all we knew about the movie pretty much. And trailer did give away some of it.
I didn't even see the trailer.
I know.
I'm blind.
I didn't. I watched the trailers. Even still, I'm like, this looks very interesting. I want to watch it. So I watched it when I was in New York with Caitlin, and majority of the movie's good. I just think the whole witchcraft thing. I'm not doing this for religious reasons at all. I just think it's such like an overly used trope in movies, and it just immediately like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But she was. I will admit I'm glad she got nominated for a nomination, Best Supporting Actress. Right?
She did great. She stole the show.
Yeah.
Every time she's on scene.
She was great in that role. I don't think she's going to win. Maybe I would have to look again, but she did great. So
I hope Michael B. Jordan, out of all of the actors that were nominated, I hope he wins, because obviously we've seen like the two or the one actor playing the same character. We've seen that multiple times, but I have never seen one quite like Michael B. Jordan's performance, because like Sonic, we both watched Sonic 3. The two different Dr. Robotnik's was great, but it honestly just felt like the same character, but one was a little bit older. Obviously, there was like some slight nuances, but genuinely, like, and it helps that the effects were so good. Like, I saw the first two, and I was like, does Michael B. Jordan have a twin? Like, straight up, I was like, what? And then,
I guess it's Michael A. Jordan.
yeah, Michael A. Jordan. But like then, you know, it pans over a little bit. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, no, they just got him twice, which I guess like shouldn't have been that surprising.
The way they started the movie immediately with them two, just they immediately like knock it out of the park immediately with I don't know if a smoker stack that hands a cigarette to the other brother. First thing you see from them, they're smoking, waiting for the white supremacist to sell the place. He just immediately hands a cigarette to show like, oh yeah, we can do two characters in a movie.
Yeah, it's so
it's such like a genius way to like set up the idea of it that you wouldn't miss it unless you like think about it. It's like it's the first thing they do. They smoke and hand a cigarette to each other.
I know. I really liked the first third of Sinners. What I didn't like about Sinners, I feel like the
Smoke's blue, stacks the red.
smoke.
So stacks the
That
one.
makes sense. That makes sense. Smoke is in blue. He has the
Smoke
flat cap, and then okay, I got you. Yeah, the first third of Sinners was fantastic. I love seeing them go around, do all the little chores. It was great. As soon as the vampire stuff comes in, I was like, okay. I kind of get it. Honestly, I understand the whole assimilating into society and blending cultures and stuff. I understand why they chose vampires as the villains that they did, and I think that's great. But everyone just kind of loses their brains. They just they just become like dumb. And like why did Mary, Haley Steinfeld's character, she just like runs out of the building. Like they can't kill her. They don't even know what she is yet. They don't have the wooden stakes. And even then she's already in. She could have easily just taken out multiple at a time, because guns don't work on them. Slow them down a little bit. What are they? I mean, run out of bullets. Womp womp. Like she was in the building. Why did she run out? That was dumb. Also, I hated the garlic scene so much, because it's just a copy of The Thing, but worse. And it's done worse. Like, oh, eat the garlic. Oh, I don't want to. I'll shoot you right here. Well, I don't like garlic. Eat the garlic. They're gonna kill you. Right? It's like, it's not that deep. You know you're not a vampire. Just eat the garlic. I don't care if you don't like it. It's just it's done so poorly. The Thing is just infinitely better. Infinitely. I'd rather watch The Thing over Sinners any day. F1 feels like our participation award. I love Joseph Kosinski, my favorite director of all time, and I don't think he gets enough praise. But F1 is just a generic racing movie. Let's just be honest. I've seen F1 a bajillion times. I've seen Gran Turismo. Ford v Ferrari does it better. And like, it's a racing movie, and I know what's going to happen at every twist and turn. And I think it's great. I think it's a good movie, but it's definitely not going to win Best Picture. I don't even know why they put it on there. They should have put the Minecraft movie on there, if I'm being completely honest. Minecraft movie deserves more of an Oscar. You know what? I'm going to flint and steal your house. Chicken? Do it. We have to. Should we do it right now?
What?
Want me to flint the chicken? Chicken jockey. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. the one battle after another idea of struggling and failing upwards was done better in Marty Supreme. Timothy Chalamet as Marty Supreme, just being a goofball, and he's just messing, making all the wrong choices. And I love that it actually comes back to bite him. I hate Kevin O'Leary spanking him. That whole scene was so weird. The guy from Shark Tank, weird movie. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff behind like the lore. I don't even have time to get political over it. Dude, the opening. I gotta show you the opening intro when we're done. The Marty impregnates his girlfriend. The sperm goes into the egg, and the egg turns into a ping pong ball. The ping pong ball spins, and it says Marty Supreme on there. Literally cinema. We're gonna move over away from the Oscars, and we're going to talk about just some random different movies that we liked. Yes, smart. Some underrated movies that no one really seemed to talk about. Novocaine, which we both just watched. I love the characters. And Simon, played by, I'm going to get it, Ray Nicholson. Simon is the main bad guy in Novocaine, and he's such a vibe, dude.
I don't know, okay? I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know everything. Maybe he stopped off to get some ice cream. Because you're bumming me out. Ben is gonna be back in 15 minutes and everything is gonna be fine.
Honestly, the writing in the movie is just, it's funny. I don't know how to explain it. It's such a good vibe. And not everything has to be so introspective. It's a very creative action movie that I've never seen done before. And it uses its premise of Nathan Kane not being able to feel any pain. It does it well. Like, some of the kills in that, they're just so creative. The way that he uses his disability that, could literally permanently scar him. The way he uses it to his advantage is just, it's peak. And no one talks about it, which, is unfortunate. Another underrated movie I'd say is Relay. I really liked Relay. It's about Riz Ahmed, who plays Bodhi in Rogue One. I'm sure there's a few other characters, but that's the only other one I know him as. He's like basically just a character actor, and I love him so much. He's fantastic in Relay. And he basically just protects whistleblowers against the bad corporations, and things go south. Him and Lily James are in the movie, and the guy that plays the dude from Avatar, the main dude from Avatar, Jake Sully. The Avatar movies suck.
Find me, Jake Sully.
Yeah, exactly. The guy that plays those, he's also in the movie.
Find me, Jake Sully.
I'm gonna silence him with my foot. Stop cutting me off.
Jake Sully.
Okay, Corch.
What? Destroy the living tree and find Jake Sully.
Yeah, I know that you abandoned the human race for some of that beautiful blue alien ussy.
Scared shitless. You don't have to bleep that out. It's the name of the movie.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's literally a cheaply made horror comedy movie. It won a lot of awards at like film festivals, and it's got Stephen Hogg in it, the actor for Trevor in GTA 5. The crazy guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's one of the main characters in it. There's like 3 main characters. As usual, he's hilarious. He does this Stephen Hogg thing. It's just a stupid movie about a monster living in the pipes in a hotel, killing people through toilets. And it's gory in a cheesy way that's hilarious. I did not need to see an old couple role playing.
So you kind of
Bad timing. My dad actually came home right when that scene happened. But
what you watching? Watching porn.
it was if you like cheaply made horror movies, it actually looks really good for it being like an independent movie. It looks like an actual Hollywood film. Even the practical effects on it, they're like cheesy, but at the same time they look better than Terrifier. But funny movie, check it out. And Primitive War. Primitive War is peak dinosaur movie. Besides the original Jurassic Park, nothing can ever top that. Like Jaws, no shark movie can ever top Jaws. Yeah. But Primitive War is literally a stupid movie about dinosaurs in Vietnam during the Vietnam War, and the U.S. soldiers had to survive. It actually has a huge the reveal of why the dinosaurs are in Vietnam. Not going to spoil it because It's so stupid, but it's funny. But the movie's like so serious at the same time. Like every character is serious in the entire movie, and there's like, we gotta kill these dinosaurs. they're just like, why the fuck are there dinosaurs here? It's like I want to go home. But for it being like made on like a cheap budget, it looks fantastic. Like there's of course a few CGI shots that don't look great, but that's just expected. But like the Velociraptor, like there's a main like Velociraptor that has fidgets throughout the entire movie. Sick as fuck. I think people actually nicknamed him Cyclops because of something that happens.
A little bit of a spoiler,
Surprising movies.
or just the most surprising.
What's the most surprising movie of the year to you? I let you go first.
Most surprising. The one that surprised me most was The Long Walk. I liked the cast behind it. I didn't really know a whole lot about the crew. I'd never heard anything about the story. I just didn't see how they could make walking for 2 hours interesting, and they did. There was constantly like fresh issues that I just didn't even think about. When I was thinking, I was like, dude, walking for like 12 days, easy peasy. How do you shit? Literally, like I wasn't even thinking about that. Well, okay, I can do that walking. I mean, you just gotta dude, like, and you have to keep like maintain the constant speed. And I thought it was just flat ground. Well, going uphill, I mean, that's gotta burn out the calves and stuff. You know, I do MMA for like 1 hour. My right quad is cooked, and I don't even want to exist anymore. So the long walk was very surprising. I figured it was gonna be decent at the least. But I walked away pleasantly surprised, and it ended up in my top 10. It's number 1 for Mr. Roland Branch over here.
My most surprising movie, I'm just gonna be honest. The Housemaid.
Ooh, that's actually
I knew it was like a. I expected it to be like a Hallmark kind of movie. You know, like it's for the girls. It's a girly movie.
Yeah,
That's what I thought about it. But even still, I'm like, this looks interesting. I saw one trailer one time. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, Sydney Sweeney's titties. Can we go, Caitlin?
W boyfriend.
No, I kept joking with her about it. I'm like, just so you know, there's a sex scene. I know that. How do I know? Don't worry about it.
I promise.
No, it came up and I messed with her. I looked at her and went,
There's boobs in this movie? I like Amanda Seyfried. She's goated. I love everything she's in. Well, everything that I've seen that she's in. And I expected there to be like the twist. I didn't see it coming, even though it was set up very well, and I should have seen it coming. I didn't have any spoilers in the book. I should have seen it coming, and I didn't. So we were just like, everything is going like too well right now, and we're like she just left, and that's the end of the movie. And then we check the time, we're like, dude, we still have an hour left. Shit's about to go down, and it does. It is so good.
No spoilers, but yeah.
No spoilers. Like, it was just I loved how everyone acted, and everyone gives Sydney Sweeney crap. I really don't think she's that bad of an actress. I've never seen.
okay. Anyway, the guy who plays Andrew Winchester, the husband, I considered being gay for a second. I consider being gay for him. I was like, this guy's too good. This guy's too nice. And I saw this in the review. I didn't say this to anyone else. I'm like, if he plays the next Batman, I would not complain.
The next
Because,
Batman?
like, if he became Batman, he plays the perfect billionaire philanthropist. I can't even say the word. He plays the perfect Bruce Wayne type. And then no spoilers, but this man can act. And I'm like, he'd be a terrifying Batman, but also a very sweet Batman at the same time. I would love that, but him in the movie was one of the best things. Anyway, the movie's just really great. It's a perfect movie for both sides, I think.
Yes.
Not just girls, guys can enjoy it too.
Which, honestly, it's such a dumb stigma. Yeah. Like the whole like boys and girls movies, like Gone with the Wind is literally peak, dude. Princess and the Pauper, the Barbie movie animated. Peak! Literally peak, dude. I watched the one with Keira Knightley. He just knew where that was. You just knew. Yeah. How'd you know that was on my shelf?
Not cut this out.
Oh my god. I know. I'm keeping that. That's peak.
I watched it with Caitlin.
It's literally, dude. Oh my gosh, Preminger is such a vibe. Back to 2025 movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, actually, Christy, Christy was so good, and it wasn't like the typical Sydney Sweeney role, and no one talked about it, which is a bummer. I really liked Christy, and I thought it was. I mean, I don't know how good of a portrayal it was to, the real life Christy, but the movie itself was pretty phenomenal. And I guess Sydney Sweeney has a part of an MMA background, so it was pretty interesting, kind of like seeing it. Like you could tell, like she's done this before. We should move on to disappointing movies because that was a great segue into Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here you go.
This movie is terrible. I loved the first one. I love Josh Hutcherson as Mike Schmidt, and I'm not a fan of the FNAF games. I think they're mid.
This is how I cope.
I'm not a big fan of the games. I don't know how you could turn a game where you click a button and look at a screen and then get jump scared, which isn't even a jump scare because it's not scary. I don't know how you turn that into an intriguing movie. Dog. I'm trying to mess with the audio. I don't know how you turn that into. Are you playing the game right now?
Couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you over.
It's not peak. I liked the first one. I had this charm to it, and so I was excited for the second one. And first of all, there's a lot more animatronics, so it's hard to keep track of them. But it's so convenient. Like characters are about to die, and the little force field thing that keeps them bound to the sister location. It just turns off and then on again randomly, and everyone's in the right place at the right time, and literally no one dies except for the ghost hunters that don't even have like a reason to be in there. Like the characters that mess up the place in the first one, like they're there to mess up Mike's life. Like that was the whole point of them being in the movie. So it's like, duh, that's why they're in the building. But these ghost hunters, it's like they have no plot significance. They're just there, and then they die. And it's like if that's the only kill, there's no stakes in the movie. Because anytime like you're about to die, they're saved. And it's just bad. I didn't even like the villain. Like Michael Afton, is that the son of, he just shows up at the end. He's like, Vanessa, you're such a disappointment of dad. Why don't you want to kill kids? I don't get it. You should want to kill kids, Vanessa. You should want to kill kids. And I'm gonna tell Daddy. I'm gonna tell Daddy, you don't. Why don't you want to kill kids? Like it's the most mustache twirling. Like I just want to make my father proud. What a ding dong. What a doormat, dude. I don't like Michael Afton at all. If they're gonna even remotely try to save this in the third one, they're gonna have to like pull something out of their ass. I don't know what. And also, this is another thing. I forgot where I was going with that. Let me think for a second. Oh, okay, I just remembered. A huge part of the like a lot of people's problems with the first one is there's no blood, there's no gore or anything. It's not scary. The second
one's way more scary, I promise.
The second one is worse. In the like everywhere for the marketing material, there's gonna be so much more gore. This is so much like more horror focused. There's less blood. There's less gore in the second movie. And that was a huge part of marketing. The whole time I was like, there was nothing. There was literally nothing there. Like it was scarier seeing no blood and half the body get, the bite of 87 and it falls to the ground. That was scarier than anything they showed in the second movie. It was just so disappointing. I already talked about Tron Ares in the first half, so we don't even have to go over that. But, I'm sure for Mr. Roland, FNAF 2 was his Tron Ares.
The movie's bad. It is a bad movie. But to play devil's advocate, okay?
I'm not listening, but okay.
No, you're right. Honestly, you're right. The movie, they kept saying it was made for the fans. But the problem with making a movie for the fans is that you don't let new people in to become fans of it. But also it's a weird thing because a lot of people who aren't fans of the games didn't like the movie. But then here's like the odd shell out, and I'm sorry to bring this up, but Caitlin Caitlin liked the movie a lot, and she's not a fan of the games at all and knows nothing about it. She liked it more than the first movie, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Might have to disown you for that.
I'm like, I'm not disowning. I'm just like, I like the second one more than the first movie, honestly.
What?
Yeah, okay.
That's so odd. I
so-
wonder why.
I don't know. And
Is it because because you said Caitlin isn't a fan of the franchise.
but she likes the second one more. Also, I liked Finds of Phrase 2 the second time I watched it more than the first time. And I think it's because I think I have that weird mindset where I'm like, I don't need a movie to be serious and I want it to be fun. It is a fun movie, but it's not a good movie at all. To me, it's fun.
It wasn't fun for me.
Also because I'm gonna glaze Finds of Freddy's.
Well,
But if the third movie is like the second movie, I'm gonna be pissed the hell off. I'm gonna be pissed off.
But you don't want it to be like the first one because you
No, I want it to be better. If the third movie is gonna have Springtrap come into it, if I don't see Springtrap fucking axe someone and we don't get the whole him burning in the fire, I'm gonna be pissed. Anyway, yeah, let's skip to Night at the Zoopocalypse. Dun dun dun. Monkey ass cheeks. This is what Godzilla versus Kong was afraid to show. I didn't get to see King Kong's ass, but I got saw a gorilla's ass in a kid's movie.
That's true. Very true. Dude, okay, genuinely one of the weirdest movies ever. It's I can't remember. I know we watched it with Ethan. Here's basically the premise. Get the animation from the first Ice Age and how ugly everything. I remember when is it a fox or maybe it's a wolf? The wolf. The main character in this zoo is the ugliest thing on the planet. Literally, no, don't even bother. I'll put the picture up online. It is hideous. It's so ugly. And David Harbour voices this lion, and I hate his character design. So I'm looking at it. It's rage bait. It's literal rage bait. But basically, there's like this alien egg that drops in the middle of a zoo, and then everyone goes crazy. And there's like this really annoying pygmy hippo, and the main villain is like this monkey with a giant phallic nose. And there's like a capybara. I can't remember a whole lot about the movie because it's just it was traumatic. It was bad. It was so bad.
The saddest thing about this is I was the one that chose the movie.
That's true.
I chose the movie because I'm like, I heard it was surprisingly good.
Where did you get that from?
And it's like, hold on. This has an majority.
When did it come out?
It says 2024, but released in the U.S.
Well, look up like when it was released in the U.S.
or when we watched it.
Or yeah, when
We watched it March 13th.
March 13th. What else came around in March? Look up like March movie releases. I think Dogman. No, because that was like late. Yeah, it was,
Dogman was in January or February,
it
right?
was like it was. Maybe it was late January, but I remember it being like January, February, March. We could have watched Dogman instead. We watched freaking Night of the Zoopocalypse.
Mickey 17, Electric State, Disney Snow White.
Terrible.
Well, no, I guess March sucked. A Working Man,
Terrible.
Woman in the Yard. Oh my God, March sucked.
Oh my gosh. Night of the Zoopocalypse was the best release in March. Okay, can we talk about Mickey 17 for a moment? Mickey 17 was so bad. That was probably the most disappointing movie of the year. I was so pumped because, Robert Pattinson is great.
Stop trying to avoid what we came to talk about. Night at the Zoopocalypse.
We already talked about it. What else is there to talk about?
This exposure therapy. I'm gonna play the whole movie.
Baboon cheeks.
Pull up a picture of the monkey girl.
I will.
Girl right here.
Licking it. Okay. Mickey 17 had a great cast, and the director who did Parasite, which I haven't seen, but everyone glazes it. I was like, okay, this is looking up to be a really good movie. It was so bad, dude. It was such a snooze fest, and maybe it explains it better in the book, but the stark contrast between Mickey 17 and Mickey 18 is like, what? Why? He just like suddenly changes completely. And you having fun over? Sorry, he's looking at my peak.
17.
He's looking at my peak collection. The entire like third act, like the human race on the moon or whatever, is entirely like dependent on superhuman jaw strength. there's like this weird tardigrade looking alien. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And basically, it's a baby. And if it falls into this pit of lava and dies, then its parents, which can sense it, like sense its emotions or whatever, are going to destroy the entire human colony. And basically, the evil Mark Ruffalo villain is holding one of them captive, and the creature is dropped into the lava, and the chick bites the cord, like the rope, with her mouth, like, and she holds it for like 25 minutes of runtime. And this thing weighs like the baby alien weighs the same amount that like I do, like 200 pounds or something. Like it's the size of a full-grown human, and she's holding that with her jaw for 25 minutes. I don't buy that. I don't buy that a single second. And the entire human race is dependent on it. Like that happened, and I was just like, dude, what even is this movie? It's so bad. It was like, I guess the twin effects, which it was still done better in Sinners, but I mean, there's the weird sex scene between the two Mickeys and his girlfriend. It was strange, but I mean, the visual effects were good. The movie was bad. A lot of the movies I was excited for were terrible. A lot of the movies like Thunderbolts, I didn't expect a whole lot because it's like I don't really care a whole lot about these characters, and it was peak. Fantastic Four, I was excited for. I was like, oh, a good Fantastic Four movie. Finally, terrible third act. And then Sinners, I didn't even know about the movie until it came out. And then I watched it, I was like, okay, this is pretty good. And then I watched it again. I was like, it's a little overrated and everyone keeps glazing it. And then like one battle after another, I was like, oh, this trailer is kind of interesting. And then all the best parts in the trailer were the best parts in the movie. And then that was it. Like there was so much movies that were close to greatness. So much movies that almost hit the bar, like Weapons, or I mean the other movies that I just mentioned. Like they were so close, and they missed the bar. Yeah, I don't know. Any closing remarks? I thought it was a very odd year for movies.
Cinema's not dead. I think this year proved it because box office sales were pretty good.
Yeah,
mostly. I think it was a good year for. I think it was a good like Academy like picks mostly, one battle after another. And I'm not a fan of like Netflix and how they operate, but they release like 2-3 banger films, K-pop Demon Hunters and Wake Up Dead Man, and they release Train Dreams as well.
honestly, as much as I hate that Netflix is in charge of, is it Warner Brothers they bought out?
They're trying to.
They're trying to. If they do that, I hate the streaming policy so much. But they did put out some genuinely good films, and they got recognized. Like people watched them and they talked about them. So the fact that they put out Frankenstein and Train Dreams and K-pop Demon Hunters and Wake Up Dead Man, and those were all actually pretty good films. Maybe Netflix isn't. Oh, Stranger Things season 5. So we're going to guess what movie this is from.
You should take a picture of this and edit in so they can see it.
Oh yeah, so it's much better. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy, what movie is this from?
Are you ready?
Is that David Harbour and the monkey cheese? Dude, what?
You started saying
It says yacht, dude.
in the movie.
It's from Night of the Apocalypse.
You said I was drawing the butt cheeks.
Oh my,
and you
don't
were
worry.
like, yeah, it'd be it's like, yeah. What if I just draw the monkey cheese and David Harbour's face? I went.
This is actually hilarious. It's not even his character. He plays the tiger.
It's Hopper.
I'll show you guys the picture. This is hilarious. I actually might frame this, and when I go famous, we're gonna sell this for more $1 billion. Okay. Just the movie. It's a very niche reference, but if you watched it, you'll know what you did.
I watched it.
Yeah, it's in your top 5.
Oh fuck. Wait, what? I'm so confused now. Wait,
This is actually one that's gonna show up well on the camera.
wait. Is it my top 5?
Top 5 for 2025. Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah.
So to be Long Walk, Good Boy, Sinners, Wake Up Dead Man, and Housemaid.
It's Wicked Dead Man. It's the rocket ships. The rocket ships on the grave.
On the graveyard.
Yeah, and then
I was going to say it was Long Walk because the guy started pissing while
Oh, no, she's like so disrespectful. These youngins drawing rocket ships on his grave. Anyway, yeah, I had the idea of just drawing a penis.
I'm gonna freak that and hang that above my desk.
Look, dude, as honestly, the craftsmanship. You're an artist, dude. I can't wait to put this above my bed. David Harbour and the monkey cheeks. I love how we both just immediately went for ass and balls. Well, Roland, it's been a lot of fun talking. Want to shake fingers? Shake fingers. Tickle, tickle.